Okay, sixth grade math educators. This year more than ever, we need to be very intentional in using pre-assessment to form small groups and scaffold instruction to grade level proficiency. We need to identify those prerequisite skills, those things the students need to know in order to be successful on today's lesson. In math, we know there are prerequisite skills that if the students don't have proficiency of or mastery of, they won't be able to access today's lesson. But if they do have those skills, they'll be able to be more successful. So how do we determine if they have those skills? Well, we will use pre-assessments, simple, informal, possibly observable pre-assessments that we can determine if the students are ready to access today's lesson on grade level, or if we need to scaffold and at what level we need to scaffold the content to get them there. We'll teach in small groups so that we can more accurately tailor the instruction to the readiness of our students. Based on the pre-assessments of the prerequisite skills, we'll be able to form our small groups and teach them with the scaffolding they need to get to grade level proficiency or possibly beyond. When you form your small groups, consider the pre-assessment data. We're asking the question, what is it that we need to do so that we can avoid only impacting a small portion of students? The size of the group may vary, but it does need to change. We're not forming static groups for the rest of the year. We're forming dynamic groups based on pre-assessment data. The number of small groups you meet with each day may vary, and the time you spend with each group may not be the same. But don't spend too much time because we need to be intentional with what we're doing with them. When the students aren't with you, assign collaborative or independent tasks. Design those activities to enrich the student understanding and incorporate self-checking if possible. Create a system to communicate with the students about when and how they'll meet with you and what to do when they're not with you. In our curriculum document that you'll access through the CISD Curriculum and Instruction Schoology group, remember this is the link to Unit 1. In the Unit 1 document, if you scroll past Stage 1 and into Stage 2, you'll see a section about prerequisite skills and understandings and pre-assessments. So here's an example of what you can do with your students in order to determine if they have those necessary prerequisite skills. For example, they need to be able to compare and order positive rational numbers in order to access this topic and this unit of study. So you may just ask them, please place these numbers on an open number line: 0, 1/2, 3/2, 1 and 25 hundredths, 5/10, 3. The purpose is to determine if the students understand how the numbers compare. That is, what order they need to be placed in and how close or far apart they should fall on a number line. When we get to graphing in the 4 quadrants, well, we need to know if they can graph in the first quadrant using ordered pairs of positive rational numbers. So here's a small set of points, and we can ask them to graph them on a coordinate grid so we can determine if they're able to navigate the XY coordinate plane and label the given points accordingly.